the first match, Edge's entrance. He comes out. He's still over there. I won't sing again. And they cut his music, and the whole crowd sang the last two verses. It's like a star has come out. And Christian came out, and he got a response too. And it's the reunion of Edge and Christian. And then here comes Pip Sabian and the former. Well, she'll never drown. She's got that going for her. And they've substituted now our old friend Dino Luchasaurus, who they are insisting on calling Killswitch, even though all the fans keep chanting Luchasaurus at him because apparently that would disrupt the whole angle. I don't know why. And the fans stood there. The crowd was deflated. This was a TV match for Edge and Christian's reunion. And that to me is, they've got this convoluted deal going on where, will you help me with Nick, who now his foot is broken. So now it's Dino and Pip, and I'll help you with FTR. But geez, oh, Pete, nobody wants to see these guys. And Luchasaurus, they want to see him, but they don't want to see Killswitch, and they want to see him switch, which apparently they're going to do because this match, again, Edge and Christian return. You can tell 100 stories, but not at the same time. Not only did we get Edge and Christian's reunion, but also they had to put the Lizard's stuff over as a giant. They couldn't just completely, make him secondary, but then they've still got to get over themselves. But then that means Pip gets the shit kicked out of him, but nobody gives a shit when Pip's in the ring. When Pip's in the ring, they're chanting for the Lizard to get back in the ring.
Yeah, the fans may have sang Edge's song, but once the match got going, they were chanting for Luchasaurus the whole time.
Well, yes, because again, they want him to be a babyface. Well, then now, because Christian used to mistreat him, now for some reason, Pip, who's nobody in this thing and has no reason to disrespect Luchasaurus, starts slapping him to tag him and telling him what to do. And finally, the Lizard grabbed Pip and threw him at Edge, but the crowd didn't get it because of the way that they did it. There was there was ideas of good spots in here, but neither Luchasaurus nor Pip is a good bumping worker to take bumps. But as a psychologist, I don't know. And as we've said a million times, Dino's just the shits. He don't get it. And with the heel team not being a good team, the match died until, finally they got into the go home part. And then Edge, the veteran, the biggest star in the thing, back elbowed Pip in the corner and busted his eye open. I'm like, Jesus Christ, they're all fucking crazy now. And then Dino chopped Pip off the apron of the ring and threw him in the ring, but Mama Wayne distracted Christian, and Pip knocked Christian off the apron, and they got more heat on Edge. But then Pip went for a superplex on Edge, and Luchasaurus comes under his own partner and puts him on his shoulders and stands there while Edge comes off the top with a clothesline, a doomsday device. And the announcers were saying, well, I wonder if that was on purpose. So fucking just picked the guy up and stood there and stock still for the other guy to hit him. How's it? And then that wasn't a turn. I don't know what they're fucking doing here. Oh my God, I've got a cramp. Oh, I've got a cramp in my rib. So, man, this whole thing's a rib and I've got a cramp. Then Dino got out and reached for the tag from Pip and got it after he allowed the guy to held him up to be doomsday deviced. And then Edge finally tagged Christian. And then Christian did some shit. And Edge and Christian double teamed Luchasaurus, and the fans sang something. I could not tell what. And it's still going on now. Bunch of back and forth. And then Christian boosted Pip up in the air and Edge speared him 1, 2, 3. So it just, the good thing, there was no furniture. That was a good thing. And Edge and Christian didn't do anything crazy to potentially injure themselves. But the interaction between the heels, the heel team, they're not a good team if they're trying to be a good team, and they're not good enough workers to be a good team while trying not to be a good team, if that makes any sense. And they drug it down. And to be honest, Pip and Nick wouldn't have been any better maybe if they'd have made it shorter and they'd have taken more bumps for Edge and Christian, but they probably wouldn't. They'd have probably still made it long and got a bunch of their shit in and their small children. But there you have it.
You know, I'm at the point where I hate Cope's matches and I hate his promos, but I'm still happy for him when he gets to come out there and has actual fans on both sides of the building and he can do his run around and like feel like he used to. I'm already sick of the people singing the music. Maybe I'm a cranky guy. I don't know. Everyone sings everything. But when they turn the music off and intentionally give it a long gap so people can keep singing, and then they film the fans, and there are fans who have like their hands in the air looking up. Like it's Christian rock or something. Like they're really into like, yeah, like as they're singing it. Enough of this, because that's the problem. It's going to be like Judas. They're going to milk this every single week, where a minute of TV time is going to be taken up by fans singing at us.
Well, in this case, it's better than Jericho singing at us.
I still can't get over the idea that Nick Wayne's not there and his mom flew across the country. I thought the whole idea she was there was because her son was hired. Who knows?
Well, yeah, because, he's home laid up with a broken foot. I mean, she's going to miss, 3 or 4 breastfeeding sessions.
All right, well, there's that. What do you think of, any other closing thoughts on the reunion of Edge and Christian? Obviously, we'll talk about the tag title situation later. There's a show coming up in Toronto. If there was ever a spot to have 2 Toronto guys win a tag titles. Any other thoughts on these 2 guys reuniting?
Well, but the thing is, they ain't going to win the tag titles because FTR aren't the tag team champions. Spoiler alert. And their whole reason d'etre, as they say, is to now fight FTR, right, for stabbing Edge in the back. So Edge and Christian against FTR is going to be a better match. But the tag, oh, fucking hell. We'll get to the tag team title.